didn't know that it was going to be my full-time job, but here I am. Welcome back to my channel. I have the worst allergies right now. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be going into more businessy things. If you follow me on my business account on Instagram at Scattered Designs, I asked you guys what questions you had for me as far as business goes, starting up, any advice that I have on marketing and advertising. A lot of the questions I got were very similar, so I'm gonna cut it down to just a few. And I think we'll have a really good discussion on this because I have a lot to say and I feel like I've learned so much thus far. I've been running this business, Scattered Designs, since July 1st, and I'm full-time now, and that's kind of crazy because it's only been, what, 4 months almost 4 months since I started this business. I'm a little bit late on my video this week, but I think that this is gonna be one that's really worth watching, especially if you are looking to start a business for yourself. If that is you, keep on watching. For those of you who don't know, I make polymer clay earrings and have my own brand and my online shop called Scattered Designs, and the link will be down below if you want to check it out yourself. These are my new favorite pair of earrings that I've made thus far. I love the colors together, and these aren't currently available on my site. They sold out, but I should be restocking these next week. So I got several questions from you guys about starting my business. A lot of the questions were very similar, so I'm just going to consolidate them if I have multiples. So I'm going to be reading off my phone. The first question, how did you start getting your products out there? I basically opened up my Instagram. That was the first thing I did. And then I posted my first Instagram post announcing that I will be launching a site, just announcing that with my face, me wearing the earrings that I designed, and started following people that I knew, like my friends. I wanted to make sure that the people that I was following, I had an idea that they would be interested in the product I was selling, which was modern polymer clay earrings. That's how I started, was purely through my sphere of influence that I already have, through my Facebook friends and Instagram. How did you start building your business? Did you start selling earrings on a personal Insta? So this kind of coincides with my first question, but I solely used Instagram and Facebook as my main social media outlets to get more traffic within my business and to just kind of share the word. I did not use any advertisements, and I think the important part about starting a business is choosing the right market and choosing the right niche. I think it's really helpful if the market that you are trying to target are the people that you already surround yourself with or are already friends with on Instagram or Facebook, because then it's right there. You know, you don't have to go searching for a completely new market. Did you start selling earrings on a personal Insta? I never sold my earrings on Instagram. I just used Instagram as a marketing tool. I started right off the bat on my own business website. I opened up a domain. What did I use? Bluehost, I believe, and then I got it transferred over to Shopify because I didn't know that you could actually open up a domain through Shopify. So I opened up my Shopify account and started designing my site, and then waited until launch date to actually launch the site. How do you ship these? Working on starting to sell, but scared they will break. This is a question specifically for my clay earrings, but I basically ship them in a 3.5 by 3.5 jewelry box and then in a bubble wrap poly mailer. What sparked this business idea? I never really knew that I was gonna start up a jewelry business, but I think just the art aspect of it really was appealing to me, and I just went for it. And I already love following clay artists, whether it's wall hangings, jewelry, anything graphic design and textile design related is so beautiful to me, and I just love being inspired by those things. Once I was introduced to the polymer clay medium, I realized it's the perfect medium for me to be able to take all that inspiration and put it somewhere, and then to be able to wear them too. So I love colors. I've always loved this kind of idea. I didn't know that it was going to be my full-time job, but here I am. The two questions I got that were similar: how do you get exposure without paying, and what's the best way to grow my brand and find customers? I think Instagram is such an amazing tool for any business owners, especially jewelry makers. So use that to your advantage. Utilize the stories, utilize IGTV. I just started with IGTV, and I don't really know much about it, but I'm getting my feet wet in there. I would say just my general tips for getting exposure without paying for ads is to be generous with PR. So if you have any friends in your sphere of influence, in your circle, that have a decent following on Instagram, ask them if they would want to try out your product, and if they love it, then they can promote it on their page to their followers. And that usually helps a lot. Using Instagram stories is really, really key, I would say. Just increasing engagement by talking to your followers that you already have and just catering to them instead of trying to go out and finding new followers. I think the important thing is being able to take care of the audience that you already have. So even if it's just 10 followers, really stir into that and ask them what they want and give them what they want. If you're having trouble with getting your first or second or third sale, I would definitely go with the PR option of reaching out to micro-influencers, reaching out to people that you know that have at least 2,000 to 3,000 followers, and asking if they would be happy to promote your product and send it to them. I think it's really special when your customer can know you, know your face, and it's almost as if you're talking to them when you're talking to the Instagram story, because they get to know who is behind the earrings and the designs and all of these logistic things, like that there's an actual person there. So I think that's been a great way that I've been able to be more personal and show a little bit more of my personality, and I really do think that that gives back. How did you know you wanted your business to be clay earrings? I didn't know that, actually. I've always known that I was artistic and I had a creative eye, but I never really knew what to do with it. I never knew which way I wanted to go. I've explored and looked into so many different types of designs, textiles, interiors. So I start rambling on at this point, but I didn't really get to the point or the answer of the question. It's hard for me to give a good answer that is helpful to everybody, but for those of you who are trying to find something to do that you can make money out of and start a business, it's gonna sound so simple and it might blow your mind, but the truth is, when I found out about polymer clay earrings, I looked at it and I was like, you know what, this is awesome. I can do this myself and I can put my own spin to it and make it better. So that's what I did. I bought the materials that I needed, the bare minimum. I did a whole bunch of research, looked up videos, looked up other artists, and I just went into it. And I had a lot of trial and error. I had a lot of mistakes in the very beginning, but you know what? I realized that it's something that I love so much that I want to become an expert at it. I feel like I'm getting sick. Alec now sleeps with this humidifier on, and I feel like it's doing something to me, like not in a good way. Do you do it all on your own? Yes. It can be very overwhelming. Just take your time and just be patient and enjoy the process, because it can be overwhelming if you put too much on your plate, because once it gets busy, it gets really busy. So if you haven't noticed already, I didn't make a huge deal out of it, but it really did make me feel like I hit a milestone. I hit 1,000 subscribers as of 2 days ago, I believe. My initial goal when I started my YouTube channel up back in April was to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it is only now the end of September, and I hit my goal. So I'm very, 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 very grateful for you guys who have been watching my videos and who comment and encourage me the things that you liked about my videos, and I really, really appreciate it. So I'm also very excited to continue my journey on YouTube and to post content that you guys want to see. So if you have any suggestions on what you want to see, I will take that into account. Yeah, that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Look at this sweater. I feel like I'm having like a identity crisis, and I have this about every, I want to say 2 years or so.